Hey guys, this is Impact Hall of Famer Gail Kim, and you are watching the Countdown City WrestleCast.
What's up, heels and baby faces? Welcome to another episode of the Countdown City WrestleCast. I'm your host, JC, and returning this week is my beautiful wife, Tina.
Hi guys, I'm back.
And the newlywed over here, Tommy.
What's up, guys?
Man, it was a great wedding.
Yes, it was.
The only thing missing was this song.
Queen to be a queen to be forever.
Man, come on, that would have been you had a beautiful bride that day.
Yes. She looked positively amazing.
Your reaction was priceless, though. I'm gonna tell you. We went to 2 weddings that weekend. We had yours, and we had another one the next day.
To quench your royal fire.
I just gotta let it roll.
Free from infection.
That line always gets me.
Only for your direction. Your queen. I can't do that. To be. I can't do that.
He does hold that note for a long time.
And then it's serious face.
It's just serious face.
Congratulations to
Thank
you and
you.
Lagaya. It was
Appreciate
a fun
it.
wedding.
Yeah.
We went to 2 weddings this weekend, and
Yeah.
yours on Friday, one on Saturday. Both times when the bride came out, the groom could not contain himself, and you just.
Oh, which reminds me, I have a picture of Tommy's reaction. I need to post that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. A lot of
it to me. I'll
people.
put it up here.
A lot of people got
It's
that.
priceless.
Yeah.
Like he was like, what?
Got a picture with some of the Geekcasters. I don't know if he'll put it up, but I sent it
I'll
to
probably
him.
put that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
But yeah, Well, for one, I never saw the
And our
dress. Like,
kids.
of course. And of
course, yeah.
Yeah. But
I didn't
know
let her see my tux before we got married.
I had to show her my tux so
No,
she
I
could know.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
He was telling me all the time. He was like, "You're not. I can't see your wedding dress. You're not gonna see my tux."
Yeah,
but I'm
that's
like,
right.
"But I picked it."
Yeah, I
fine.
couldn't get
You
away
can
with
wait.
that though. But no, but I didn't know she was gonna do her hair. Like she does not. She's not really big on doing hair, makeup, everything, which is fine. I don't care. But I just was not. I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I was not ready at all.
He wasn't ready.
He
I
wasn't
wasn't
ready. No, it was fun. It was nice. Kids had a great time, but my son could not wait to get to the cupcakes.
I
Yeah.
bet he couldn't
Because we got there,
We held him
dropped.
back for about an hour, and then finally, like somebody started grabbing cupcakes, and we're like, "Okay, grab one,
Yeah,
hurry!"
we got there before the ceremony, and Tiffany was there manning the gifts. So we dropped it off, and
Awesome.
Jay say hi, and Jay looks at her and goes, "Cupcake?" He's just ready to eat a cupcake.
Can I get a cupcake?
Yeah.
So we said, no, we're like, no, not yet.
So that was nice, and then our friend Christian also got married to his longtime girlfriend Jackie,
Oh,
and
congratulations.
when she walked out, he was in tears. He was so happy.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was an emotional wedding, and they entered the reception to the theme, Hulk Hogan's Real American theme song,
Yeah,
and
it was
each
awesome.
tore off some shirts as well.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and I saw Jackie doing the Bella twin twirl,
Yeah,
the little turn.
she did it better than the Bellas did. So
was like,
shout out
hey.
Jackie and Christian. It was a
Awesome.
fun wedding. Thanks for having us out there. Beautiful venue in New Braunfels, right on the river. That was awesome. You guys too. A lot of
Yeah.
wrestlers there.
Yeah, we
A lot of wrestling belts chanting for
yeah,
you.
Yeah,
Where was Lance Hoyt though?
He was actually in Boston.
Okay.
So
He had a show probably.
for New Japan actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
But shout out to true hardcore wrestling fans who all came out to hang out with us.
And wrestlers.
And wrestlers, yeah.
Yeah, I should have brought my briefcase. I could have challenged one.
we were all like, man, we should have brought the briefcase, and then we
Yeah.
forgot Mike's belt too. We're like, dang it.
Yeah, well, we were just trying to get the kids out the door at that point. So
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. But yeah, it was a fun time.
Anyway, this week's episode of the WrestleCast. I already made the introductions. We had a nice singing rendition of Queen to Be, assisted
Yeah.
by Coming to
She's
America.
your
Shout.
Queen.
We are going to be recapping ROH Death Before Dishonor
I could sing that all the time.
and previewing WWE Hell in a Cell, even though right now there's only 3 matches announced. So we're going to be going over some of the other things that are going on this week. We are recording this on a Tuesday night. It is weird to be recording this without a SmackDown beforehand.
Yeah, no, I
I
don't
feel
know
like
what to
this
do
chair
anymore.
is much lower than those. I feel like I'm even short. Because usually I'm short,
Yeah.
but I feel like this chair is shorter.
You feel taller to me. Don't cut a loose yet.
Maybe it's because I haven't been on the show for like a month and a half.
Welcome back, though.
Yeah, welcome back.
Nice to have you.
That could be it.
I
Next time.
missed you.
Next time we'll switch chairs.
You see me every day.
I know, but I still missed you. On the show. Anyway, on to Death Before Dishonor. This one, 9 matches. This was actually, we got home from Tommy's wedding, and we're just kind of following this after it was over. And
shockers.
a lot of shocking results, I would say.
Why, Kelly Klein?
Yeah, that was the one. That
Come
was
on,
the
Jay
one.
Lethal too. Come on. I was
Lethal,
like, what?
yeah, but that was the interesting part is that even though Lethal lost to Gresham, he did win this first round match the next day on the Fallout.
Yeah,
So
which was interesting.
we'll get to that. So likes, dislikes, and I guess what would you guys say was the most surprising result of the night? Because there was a few.
Jeez.
Can I see real quick?
Sure. Like ones that stick out, Angelina Love beating Kelly Klein.
That's up there for me.
What's his name?
Gresham?
No, turn the page.
Turn the page.
Shane Taylor.
Shane Taylor. There
Retaining.
we go.
Shane
So-
Taylor retaining. Ha!
With all
Couple
the, with all
surprises
the
in that.
With all the rumors going around that he was not.
Never
resigning
mind
or
the Flip
anything?
Gordon and Trace Williams were also in that match. They added Dragon Lee right before the match, making a 4-way.
And if I had known that, I probably would have gone Dragon Lee. Tell you the truth.
But Shane Taylor, you were right. You're the one.
Yes,
who got
I
it right.
was.
Though I was also happy that Roosh won.
Rouge.
Very
We
much
all
so.
picked Rouge. When
I was
we
like, yes, Roosh.
previewed this show, we thought it was going to be a 50-50 thing, but Rouge winning. A lot of people thought maybe Matt Taven was leaving, but he announced the next day he's staying in ROH.
Yep.
Good
Signed-
thing.
signed
So,
a new contract.
but yeah, it was a hell of a show. I really enjoyed the barroom brawl because of all things. The weapons included darts and pull cues.
Of course they did.
This really was a barroom brawl, and thankfully,
Why not?
the team called the
I missed
Bouncers is
that.
the one that won. Thank God. Because if you have a name named the Bouncers of the barroom brawl, you better win.
Seriously.
So,
That's
yeah.
why I picked them. I was like, please, bouncers.
Now, Angelina Love, of course, won with some help from Mandy
Boo.
Leone. Yes, I know.
Boo.
But
Just kidding.
Maria Manic made a post-match say when they were trying to embarrass Klein, and she actually did put Angelina Love in the torture rack for a little bit. So
That works for
Oh,
me.
that's cool.
Well, I
Yeah.
like Maria Mannix, so that's awesome.
I don't know who that is, but
No, she
appeared last ROH that we watched. She's just huge hoss of a woman. Like
Yeah.
she's just muscle bound. I mean, she can just tear through people.
she has man-eater
I'll show you a
tattooed on her
picture.
stomach.
Yeah.
oh, I think I know
Man-eater.
who it
Yeah,
is.
there we go.
You're saying that. I'm like, okay, I think I
Yeah.
know who that is.
Yeah.
She used to
Oh, my brain just went. Oh,
She used to have her hair blonde and like wore all pink and was like smiling, like then she like just said screw it and just went like 100% hardcore thug, and I was like, that's awesome. Do that.
Yeah.
so go get the hit. No, okay.
This was kind of a show they needed. We talked a lot about the state of ROH last week, myself, Tommy, and Mike. And you know what? We weren't sure where this company was going to go. We felt like they needed to do something in the final battle. And I think this is the show that restarted that. With the wrestling, I'm calling it the wrestling renaissance beginning this week. They really needed to kind of jumpstart this to get them back in the fold. And
Which
this
is
show
why I
was
think
really
Roosh
good.
was the right guy to be world champion now. I think he's the
Definitely.
first. Isn't he the first Mexican guy to win the title?
You would know. I can, because Homicide's Puerto
He
Rican.
might be.
I'm pretty sure he is. Let me double check that.
probably is.
Yeah, you guys keep going. I'm gonna double check.
Yeah,
this real
double
quick.
check that.
I'm
So
pretty sure it is though.
that was, of course, match of the night. Matt Taven versus Rouge. 87% of the votes on our Twitter poll. Thanks for everybody for voting. That was a really great match. So.
Of course, now I'm wondering just what's going to happen now because if rumors are true, he's been released from CMLL, Roosh and Dragon Lee.
Wasn't he recently holding the CML title or?
He was. I think they both were had CMLL. So I don't know. So I don't know how accurate that is anymore.
I
So
don't see why they couldn't work together.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The rumor was because they went and worked a PWG show or something like that, which I think is ridiculous. But anyway.
I don't think so.
Anyway,
Let's
Well-
see. I'm looking at the history there. I don't think so.
well, Homicide's Puerto Rican.
That's Puerto Rican. I think Loki's Puerto Rican also.
Yeah, Loki's Puerto Rican too.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Yep. He's the first Mexican.
Pretty
Mexican.
awesome.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Pretty awesome. Man.
I knew she'd like that if I was
Yeah.
wrong. I was like, I think he's the first Mexican.
Viva la raza.
Now, as far as our pick results go, myself and Tina went 5-4.
Oh, I did.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
And
Oh,
Mike
that's
and
not
Tommy
bad.
went 6-3. That's
Hey,
still pretty
hey,
good.
hey,
It
you know
was
what?
tough
Hey, you know what?
pickings.
That's not bad.
It was
considering-
tough pickings. I mean, with some of the surprises.
I thought it was gonna do worse because you were telling me all the results, and I was like, I don't think I did really
No,
well.
I mean, the outliers were, of course, we all didn't get Angelina Love, right? None of us picked Jonathan Gresham. Tommy, of course, lone wolf with Shane Taylor and got that right. And then
Yeah.
Mike, of course, lone wolf with PCO beating Kenny King. Got
That
right.
was probably one of the bigger shockers to me. I didn't see that one coming.
Yep.
But we'll see.
Now, on to our WrestleCast ratings. 0 to 5, 5 being WrestleMania 17, 0 being December to Dismember. Tina?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
So
Do you have a rating based on any results, or you just gonna no rating this week?
I'm gonna skip
Yeah, skip. Okay.
because I can't rate it if I never saw it.
This
That's just the way.
like I said, I feel this one they needed this show to kind of jumpstart things as we talked about the state of ROH, and I think they did a good job of that. This one was surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be. I was afraid this was going to be somewhere in the threes, but definitely for me, it got a 4.25. I'm very happy with the results. I'm very happy with how the show is put together. Crowd, of course, was great. So very exciting crowd. So, Tommy.
4.25 as well.
right.
I
Funny, Mike had the same rating.
Are you serious?
No, he just told me to say that no matter what you rated it.
That
I see you, Mike. I see you.
okay. All right. All right. I would do.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy, if you look on his paper, you see that Mike's predictions are already there. Maybe you want to copy him on something and be like, I'm going to go with Mike.
Man, we'll see about that.
Anyway, you're 4.25. Why is that?
Yeah. 4.25 because I think even with the results I didn't like, Kelly Klein, it's still a way to keep things fresh and interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm mad about Jay Lethal.
I'm mad about that too, only because I want to know what they're going to do with Jonathan Gresham now. Are they going to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, you're mad about Jay Lethal, but he did end up winning his first round match the next night
No.
in advancing in the final battle championship. Well, that's kind of the fallout.
Well, that
Our
answers that question.
Our
Our
overall rating-
every single time.
Our overall rating, easy math here, 4.25. That's our overall rating for it.
Yeah.
Great job.
He has to win every single time.
But the biggest fallout is
Mathematically awesome. He's the greatest of all
the
time.
final battle tournament semifinals right now are PCO
Maybe
versus
not,
Dalton
but-
Castle and Marty Scurll versus Jay Lethal. So I think you're thinking right now the winner of this tournament is going to be getting a shot at Roosh at final battle.
Oh,
and
imagine that match too.
Yeah. So you think Lethal?
Yeah, Lethal.
Lethal.
I would
When I
love,
make a picture, we're just kind of.
I would love to see Lethal and Dalton Castle. That
Well,
would be interesting.
I think it's going to be Dalton Castle and Scurll in the tournament final, and then I think Skrull's going to win the tournament and challenge Roosh. I think.
I agree. I think
That's kinda
what's
where I'm
gonna
going with this.
happen. Yeah, I'm going with that.
I know you're sticking with Lethal.
Boo. To you both. Is this why? Wait. Is this why I haven't been on? Nah.
Why do you mean?
Y'all been talking about me?
Hey, look.
we've been talking about you.
Look. To be fair, if this was like an intergender tournament and Kelly Klein was going up against PCO, I'd still pick Kelly Klein, knowing full well I was wrong, but I'd still pick her. So.
Same.
Well, if this was Impact, Tessa Blanchard's probably winning it. Shouts to her because she
Hell
qualified for the
yeah.
X Division ladder match at
I'm gonna
Bound for
flip
Glory.
my lid.
We're
if
gonna be
she
talking
wins
about that in a
belt.
couple
That's gonna
weeks.
be awesome. It should be Ultimate X, by the way. I don't know why it's a ladder match. It's so stupid. Anyway, I miss Ultimate X. That was one of my favorite matches.
Who knows? They have time to change it.
I hope they
You
do.
never know. You never know. So
I'll-
there's
I'll
still three
pose
more
the
entrants for
question.
that.
I'll pose the question. We don't have to answer it now.
Uh-huh.
But when the PWI comes out for the women, I personally think obviously number 1 should be Becky Lynch and number 2 should be Tessa Blanchard. Who should be 3?
Ooh, good question.
That is tough, but I would probably say,
Don't say Alexa Bliss.
He's also gonna say.
His face is like, dang it, I can't say it.
it's between Alexa Bliss and Bailey for me.
Oh, I think it's Bailey hands
I
down.
want to say it's Bailey.
Yeah.
I could see Bailey because she's won
play.
2
Yeah,
titles
because-
within the rating year.
Yeah.
Bliss has to be top 5. Yes, I know, Grand Slam champion. But Bliss definitely has to be top 5, I would say.
I'd say top
Top
10.
10.
She didn't have to be top 5.
I don't think she's top 5. Not this year.
We'll see.
This year she hasn't won it.
Yeah, well, this year she's been injured a lot.
Yeah, she was. In
Yeah,
Europe.
and still she's up there.
Yeah, I know, but
Well, she's up there.
but
Yeah.
you're also basing off the fact that she won the tag champs. But around that time, Becky started gaining steam too, and she was not even top 10 last year.
That's going to be an interesting discussion
That's
when
why
we
I
get
don't
there.
think she'll
Yeah.
be top 10.
I do think Taya Valkyrie's going to be top 10 though, because
yeah.
she
Taya
has
Valkyrie should
held
be.
that women's title for pretty much a whole year at this point.
I think she's almost reigning longer than Taryn Terrell was the longest reigning champion. I think she's about to beat
she
that.
has already beaten that record.
She's
I
beaten that
believe.
record?
I believe she has beaten that
Dang.
record. Yes, I think they posted that not too long ago that she did pass that record. And I was already mad when Taryn Terrell passed Gil Kim, but that's just me.
I knew for some reason you were going to work Gail Kim in this conversation. I didn't know how and where,
Come
but I
on.
knew you were going
As
to
soon
work
as you start talking about Impact, JC's like, Gil Kim?
Yes.
Gail Kim.
And what about Gil Kim?
Gail Kim.
Yes.
Gail
Gail
Kim.
Kim?
Gail Kim.
That's right.
Because we're talking about WWE, it's Alexa Bliss. If we're talking about Impact, it's Gil Kim.
Gail Kim.
If we're talking about ROH, it's
She hasn't surpassed
you?
her yet. She's like
For me, Jay
she's
Lethal.
Like,
If we're
she's
talking
like
about
a week.
WWE,
She's like
that's for
a
you.
couple of weeks off.
For me,
like
Yeah.
10 days.
it's a few people.
Well, it's Randy Orton mostly.
That's right.
Oh my God, we were watching. Oh, real quick. So we were watching Raw at my parents' house the other day, and my mom hasn't watched wrestling in forever. But Randy Orton came on. She's like, "Ooh, Randy Orton," because she loves Randy Orton, dude. Like for real. She's
I
like
mean,
this one.
Oh no, she hasn't passed territorial yet, but she's getting close.
She's getting
I
close.
mean,
she's like 10 days off.
who can blame her? Who can blame her?
All right,
Anyway.
so before we get into Hell in a Cell, which, like I said, we only have 3 matches. There's a few weekly shows. I'm calling this the Wrestling Renaissance. You have Raw on Mondays. You have Impact is going to be on Tuesdays on Access TV.
And
Congrats to them,
NWA.
by the way. And NWA. Okay. That's
Yeah,
another one.
they just announced they're going to start doing shows on Tuesdays. They
Wow.
have TV taping recently, I think.
What
Wow.
TV channel do we know yet?
They haven't said yet, but they
Okay.
just announced it's going to be on Tuesdays at some point.
Wednesdays, of course, is AEW Dynamite and NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Thursdays, I believe Beyond Wrestling is running shows now. Fridays,
Really? Yeah, that I didn't know.
They're going to be doing that. Fridays is going to be SmackDown. Saturdays, of course, is still WoW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and depending on your local listings, Ring of Honor will be Saturday or Sunday.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Okay.
And then, of course, pay-per-views. Fridays, you'll get Ring of Honor. Saturdays, you'll get NXT and AEW.
Dear God,
And
why?
Sundays, you'll
Okay.
get WWE and Impact. It's the Wrestling Renaissance. We've been talking about this. I felt like the Attitude Era was kind of like the Middle Ages, if you will. There's a lot of competition. We got kind of into the Dark Ages, and now it's the Renaissance because there's competition again.
Middle Ages, that's amazing.
History major.
Well, everyone,
support this,
everyone
though.
wanted the return of the Attitude Era. And the Attitude Era came about because WWE had some serious competition. And they're pushing the envelope a little bit on their storylines now because none of us saw Bobby Lashley kissing up on Lana.
That was
close
the
Raw.
weirdest thing
It was
Yeah.
awkward.
ever.
Very.
It's extremely.
Awkward.
Do you see Lance?
Never mind that Rusev standing in the ring looking lost with his porn stash. But his
He's
wife,
he's rocking that, by the way.
he's rocking that.
He is rocking
Ew.
that, by the way.
Lost a lot of weight. But watching his wife
No.
just up there kissing Lashley.
Okay. Did you see Lance Storm's tweet?
No.
I'm going to guess it's something related to where was Leo Rush coming out chanting Lashley.
Actually, no. He was actually.
Okay.
He says something like Macho Man Randy Savage told him like to keep his wife out of storylines. He said I did that once and I don't have a wife anymore. And Lance Storm then tweeted later, "Is like, and I've never done that. I've been married for 20+ years." So, I was like, I was like, why does Vince just hate people who are married to each other in the wrestling business? I don't get what.
I don't know.
He wants
But-
everybody to be professional.
I guess.
I guess.
But
Just like that. He wants them to be professional.
I mean, this couple, for one, I'm glad they're finally being used. They've been on the shelf for so long, and everyone was wondering if they're just waiting out their contract to be released. But
I still think
Well,
that's a possibility.
The thought process, too, is like Lana wants to re-sign, and I hear Rusev doesn't.
oh,
So, but since they're married, I'm sure at some point it's going to be Rusev's going to sign because Lana's going to make him.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
Because if you're following that
Happy-
logic, it would.
Happy wife, happy life.
Then how long before Taya Valkyrie signs with WWE because her husband just
They're
signed?
not going to sign her. No offense to her. She's not a WWE woman type.
You don't think so?
No.
You're basing that off of
Looks.
looks.
Then that's where I fiercely disagree.
I personally disagree with you.
Okay,
All right.
that's a debate for another topic. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just don't. And then I don't know. I guess because also they have a lot of women already in their eyes. And they have already 3 shows that they have to cover for women.
Mm-hmm.
That I feel like if they do sign Taya, it would be
To NXT.
maybe later on. No, maybe later on, like a year or 2 later.
Okay.
Not right now. And I always told you this too. I feel like they're gonna have Morrison be like a legend thing where they don't use him as much.
Yeah.
They use him, but they're not gonna use him
well,
as much.
they probably did sign him just to keep him out of everybody else's way,
exactly.
you know?
And he's probably already to the point where
I-
he's like, I'm gonna retire soon.
Yeah, he's at the end of his
So
career.
I don't think
we
they're
can
gonna
all
be
say.
using him like full time or anything. I feel like they're gonna be using him like a Bobby Lashley or somebody else.
Yep.
That they're
Yeah.
used, but not often.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
Because of that, I don't think they're gonna sign Taya. But that could be, if they do, well, it's whatever.
Well, there's a couple major things happening with AEW Dynamite. The first one, of course, is they're going to be crowning a women's champion on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Riho versus Nyla Rose. Mike is picking Nyla Rose to become the first women's champion. What about you, Tina?
I'm probably gonna agree with him.
With Nyla Rose, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to have somebody who's strong, who's powerful, and who will be a women's champion that's different and unique?
Okay.
And Ryu's great.
Riho.
Sorry. Riho's great, but she's tiny, and you have this tiny woman wrestling this bigger woman.
That's kind of the story with it, the whole
woman.
David versus Goliath kind of thing. So
I know, but I feel like if you want to be innovative and different, you should probably go with Nyla first, and then you can have her wrestle Kong, or who was the other woman? I forgot her name.
Aja Kong.
Yeah, both Kongs.
Both Kongs. That would be amazing. Imagine triple threat.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Tommy, what about you? What are you picking?
Riho.
Yep. All right. I'm actually going with Riho as well.
Cool.
Lit.
Nothing against Nyla Rose. It's just, and I hate to have to say this, but I'm not saying Nyla Rose isn't deserving. I just think because you have Jericho as a champion as a heel, and Nyla's been working the heel thing, I feel like you'd have to have Riho coming in as a face, be your first champion. And that'll really call to, I think, a huge amount of the Japanese audience. They want to expand a little bit worldwide.
There is that, and I think a lot of the Joshis that they're bringing in are moving to America for the show for the sake of aid. I think Hikaru Shida announced back in July or June that she had a few more dates to work in Japan before she moved to the United States. So I think if they're going to do that, they're going to have them be the first one. Nyla, to me, and Nyla, as good as she is still a slight bit green. Rio's more of the veteran, which is also why I think she's going to win. And and honestly, I think a triple threat match between her, Awesome Kong, and Aja Kong could happen. But I think before they ever do that, they're going to let Awesome Kong and Aja Kong just punch the crap out of each other first, which is exactly
to see who gets the first shot at possibly Riho. Okay.
Well, see, that match is going to be like the female version of two bull guys just punching each other over and over again until they break, and that's what I'm here for. Aja Kong punches people. And that's
while I think Riho is going to win in the first title, I could see Nyla winning in the title at Full Gear.
I can see now that I can see,
and I can already see it when and if she does win it, because I feel she will win it. There's going to be a bunch of idiots on the internet trolling, saying she shouldn't be a women's champion because she's trans, and I say you're full of shit. So she's definitely deserving champion, but I feel like
you will have a lot of those people saying
with her, they got to build up something where she's chasing it a bit, and I think that's going to be a good storyline to go into Full Gear. So now the AEW Tag Team Tournament, this is going to be starting up on Wednesday as well. This is going to be crowning the first AEW Tag Team Champions. There are 7 teams in this tournament. Dark Order, of course, got a first-round bye. The first-round matches are Young Bucks versus Private Party, Lucha Bros versus Jurassic Express, and Best Friends versus SCU. So
the Dark Order has a bye, or what?
The Dark Order has a bye in the first round, so they'll face the winner of Best Friends and SCU in the second round. So
this is Jurassic Express and not Experience. Sorry, I actually went off on a tirade on that last night because my parents didn't know what I was mad about.
Yeah.
So
what we're picking here is just for the hell of it is who we think is going to win the entire tournament. Mike, of course, is going with Lucha Bros.
Same.
Tina's going with
Mi gente.
Tu Gente. Yeah.
I knew he was going to say that.
I knew you were going to say that, yeah. I'm actually...
Because they're the only ones I know besides Young Bucks.
You know SCU.
Yeah, but they're old. No offense.
Oh,
damn.
Calling them out. Well, I'm actually going with SCU.
The shots, they have been fired. Bang.
Tell me who you're going with.
They're older.
Okay.
And I don't know when to be your
So's Jericho.
Yeah.
That's true, but they're not, I don't know.
I think you're looking at
It's my opinion.
Lucha Bros are just like the hottest team right now, arguably. So,
yes. I can see the Young Bucks also winning. And who's the other one that I was like?
I kind of can't because they kind of look they've been staying out of the title picture. The Elite have. That's why I'm thinking that they're not. That's why I think they're the easiest team who's not.
It's kind of like one of those things where you don't want to pick them because you're like, oh well, they're the ones that are in the company. But then you're like, maybe they can be.
That reminds me of when Great Muta, Keiji Muta, when he started Wrestle 1, he didn't win the championship first, but the champion kept calling him out until he did win it. I was like, that was actually pretty funny.
Okay.
Maybe they're gonna do that.
Probably so.
Tommy, who you got?
I got Dark Order, honestly.
Dark Order, yeah. But the first
Dark Order, please.
They used to be the Super Smash Brothers. It's the guys that came in with the gaggle of guys in masks
and everything
and jumped everybody.
I'd have to show her.
Yeah, I guess. Well, because it was. I forget which. I think it's the first.
I'm thinking. Stop.
Okay.
Why are you making fun of my thinking face?
Because you have a really good thinking face. You're like
because I'm trying to remember. I remember the guys jumping the other ones, but I'm like, what do they look like?
The one is wearing a purple mask now?
Yeah, the purple mask.
Purple mask, and the other guy doesn't wear a mask at all. His bald head, beard, looks like he's part of the Viking Experience Raiders, whatever they're called, War.
No sé.
I'll have to show you a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably show me.
I listened to Viking Experience Raiders, whatever they're called, War.
I would really love for Jurassic Express to win.
Yes.
I would too, only because
But I don't
they're
think
hilarious.
that's gonna happen. Yeah.
That would be great.
I think they'll win them eventually. I just love how this tag team came out of little obscurity to just be like the crowd favorite.
My
Yeah, I know.
favorite of the teachers is Jungle Boy as Mario and Luchasaurus as Yoshi, and they're writing each other on a Super Mario World style. Visit shopaew.com for that T-shirt.
That's
But there's a
amazing.
T-shirt.
There's a T-shirt. That
Oh
looks
man,
like
I
that,
gotta
yes.
see this.
And not just coming in. Please
Yeah.
don't.
Nope.
Don't you start.
Saboteur.
All right. AEW though at Dynamite, the premiere show is tomorrow. I'm hoping I can
my
get this
phone.
episode out before it debuts, and
Yeah.
looking forward to it. They had a countdown to AEW today on TNT. It's pretty awesome. I'm really looking forward to Dynamite. It's nice to see wrestling back on TNT. It's so weird to see that as well.
It's weird to see a lot of this actually.
Yeah, but it's awesome. It's awesome. Looking forward to it.
So I have a question because they've announced that Santana and Ortiz will be Jericho's tag partners for the
The 6-man against the Elite.
For the 6-man
Yes,
against the
they
Elite.
just announced that.
They on their Twitters, they have their names listed, but they have PNP after their names, and I'm trying to figure out because I saw what it stood for. It's like Pride and Powerful or something like that.
Okay.
Do you think that will be their new tag team name, or will they even have one, or will they just be Santana and Ortiz?
Pride and Powerful. I don't know. I don't know if that name suits them.
Yeah,
I
Santana Ortiz.
think Santana Ortiz would be good right now. Obviously, they can't use LAX if that's what you're going at. But
no, I mean I know they can, but you know what? Props where props are due to Impact because they've been very, very generous and respectful to them for their decision
Yes.
to leave.
Mhm.
Like they had the whole locker room come out. They've been posting videos saying thank you and all this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna give Impact the props that they deserve because they've been very respectful about their decision to leave and wishing them well. And that's cool to see because Impact in the past has been, and I'm not kidding, been very vindictive and petty. They are not this time around. So points to them for that. They earned it. That's cool.
yeah, that's a respectful thing, and I really enjoyed that as well.
Yeah.
Of course, Impact is going to be on Access TV. They're already showing it on Tuesdays. They think they still have the other episodes on Twitch on Fridays right now, but in the lead in to Bound for Glory on Tuesdays, they are showing all the pay-per-views of this year so far. They just showed Homecoming today. They're going to be showing Rebellion next week and Slammiversary the week after that, heading
Jeez.
right into Bound for Glory, and then they will start their weekly show. So Impact's making good strides. Now, another show happening tomorrow, of course, is the first 2-hour NXT show on USA. Past 2 weeks has been an hour, and then the second hour WWE Network. So this will be the first 2-hour live show of NXT on USA Network, and there are 3 big title matches happening. First, of course, is the Tag Team Championship. The Undisputed Era is defending against the Street Profits. Mike is picking the Undisputed Era. I'm also going with the Undisputed Era as well. As great as the Street Profits are, I think they're going to be splitting a lot of time between here and Raw, and depending where they get drafted.
So I
Tina,
think
of course, I didn't think we already knew where she was going. So
Undisputed Era.
shocking the system.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Tommy, where are you going?
I'm going with the Undisputed Era. I want to pick the Street Profits so bad, but I think they're going to just keep the Undisputed Era with them for right now.
It's interesting how this is going to work out because the draft is coming, and I don't know. I feel like
I think the Street Profits could be moved.
Yeah, they
They're-
could.
They're
Yeah.
very charismatic, and
They could go. They could go anywhere.
and they're very entertaining. So yeah, they could literally go anywhere. I feel like they would probably
whoa,
that was out.
that was loud.
be
Sorry.
utilized in Raw or SmackDown.
Okay.
Actually jumped a little bit.
Me too. Like, whoa.
Didn't think it was gonna be that loud. All right, NXT Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler defending against Candice LeRae.
Dear God, Candice
Pretty
LeRae.
crazy. Mike is picking Candice LeRae. You picking Candice LeRae?
I'm picking Candice LeRae.
All right.
I don't know what this is. I really don't have anything against Shayna. I just don't care for this title reign. I don't know why. I feel bad because it's not
So-
her fault.
I'm gonna say Shayna only because I love Candice, but I feel like she's gonna end up keeping it. It's just they're trying to build her up into this big thing, like almost like Asuka was.
And that's what's bothering me.
Yes.
Just now, you just said it.
Yes. And I feel like the only person that could defeat her is probably no one. She's gonna get moved up or traded maybe on the draft, and they're gonna just have her like drop the belt.
Yeah.
And that's how she's gonna get.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I'm also going with
You did
Shayna.
it.
I'm also going with Shayna only because she has her cronies in her corner.
Yeah.
And they've already kind of teased that once Candice won the number one contender title shot. She was already being surrounded by
doesn't really
them.
have anybody now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what's really bugging me. They're trying to make her too much like Asuka, and it's like, but she already lost before. Like,
exactly.
And like she's not undefeated. It's like,
I think she's going to be dominating up until who knows going to show up in NXT and just kind of chase that away. So
yeah.
I honestly nothing. I really hope Shayna stays on NXT even after this whole
I
draft
was really
thing.
hoping Rhea was gonna beat her.
Who?
Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah, Rhea Ripley. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then she didn't. I was
Which-
like, damn it.
I think the one person that it could beat her is Toni Storm, and Toni
Yeah.
Storm is coming, and I could see Toni Storm being there very very
Yes.
soon. So
Yeah.
now the music's still playing because we are getting into the NXT Championship match, which is Adam Cole Bebe versus Matt Riddle. Mike's going with Cole. Tina, I believe, is going with Cole as well.
Adam Cole, baby.
Baby.
As am I.
I don't like Matt Riddle. You know that.
I know you don't, and I.
Bro.
Right now, they're going to run with this Undisputed Era is going to have all the gold right
Bruh.
now, and I think they're going to keep that going, bro.
As my kids would
Are
say,
you
bro.
sticking with Cole?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Cole.
All right.
I did his call out at my wedding. He retweeted me. Shouts out to Adam Cole for that. I mean, I can't
Not
go
pick
against-
him.
Yeah, I can't like at least for like the next couple of shows, I gotta just automatically pick Adam Cole for.
That's right.
Yeah.
Adam Cole, baby.
So that's what we got picked for tomorrow, and
For both
you
of
don't
us
have
tomorrow.
to choose one or the other. You can watch them both, because whether you're watching WWE, AEW, ROH, Impact, NJPW, WOW, the real winner here is DVR. Let's be completely honest.
That's
here.
not an over. I thought you
Your DVR is going to be working overtime because you can record everything. Let's be honest here.
I wasn't at all prepared for that
And
first line.
dad joke.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll take it. All right, now Hell in a Cell. There's only been 3 matches announced so far, and that's the product of SmackDown being on Fridays now. We're recording this, like I said, on Tuesday, so we haven't even seen the first SmackDown on Fox, which is going to be this Friday. And while we might have some idea, there's nothing officially announced. Like, we don't even know who Bayley could be defending her title against.
Yeah,
That's kind of up in the air.
If they even have one.
Yeah.
Or the tag belt, if they're going to have one of those.
The tags as well, like no tag title has been announced. I mean, there is a tag team match announced: Dana Bryan and Roman Reigns versus Rowan and Harper, the newly reformed Rowan and Harper.
So is Daniel a face now?
Basically,
I think he's a tweener.
He's kinda working tweener, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a face. He's a face.
He
at the
doesn't
moment.
say yes, so it's kind of,
no,
No.
he's still the planet's champion, as they say. So, Mike did pick Rowan and Harper on this. I'm also picking Rowan Harper. I don't see any way they would have this team lose if they've just been reunited.
reunited and it feels so good.
Plus, Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns aren't exactly on the same page on things as well. So,
True.
is anybody here picking Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns?
Me.
You
Really?
are? Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I know I have to for Daniel.
Okay. For Daniel.
That and I don't like the other guys.
Now,
Never have. I'm just weird.
that is one of
I know
3
you
matches
guys are
we're
always like,
picking.
"Oh
If
my
there's
gosh."
any more announced after Friday, stay tuned to our Twitter account at CCG_WrestleCast. Check that out.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have pics
been here
posted
in a
there
while.
as well. Yeah. I didn't say at the beginning of the show. Kind of threw everything off.
That's
so.
right. I forgot you.
Yeah. So,
It's
now,
okay.
2 Hell in a Cell matches themselves have also been announced. For the Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch defending against Sasha Banks inside the cell. Probably going to be a red cell again. This was in San Antonio last year with the red cell where they debuted it. So, Mike is going with Sasha Banks
Wow.
to become the new champion.
Interesting.
I'm going
Tom.
to stay with Becky.
You're staying with Becky.
If you have her beat Ronda and Charlotte, she can't lose to someone unless it's probably somebody big.
Well, no, actually, I would say this is the one time she could lose it.
Technically, yeah,
Yes.
because the Hell in a Cell. But I'm still gonna go with Becky.
And I think Sasha's going to win because I feel like they are going to be moving Becky to SmackDown via the draft because they want their biggest star on the biggest show. That SmackDown is basically going to become the A show. It is on Fox. It's going to be on a wider audience. So I think they're going to be moving.
I feel like she's gonna be in both, anyways.
Yeah, I feel like this draft ain't gonna last long.
They've said this whole wild card thing rule is going away with this draft. We'll see.
BS.
But yeah, we'll see. Tommy, who you picking with this one?
I'll go Sasha. I say if she loses now,
Tina's lone wolf with the
Dang,
man.
I'm the lone wolf.
I say if she loses it now, it's early enough to where she could set up a program for WrestleMania. It's kind of like when Stone Cold, whenever he lost the belt, like suddenly right before WrestleMania. Oh, gee, that's convenient, so he can win it back.
Yeah. My only worry too is they're building up Shayna, is that she ends up getting on the main roster and then she ends up being the one that beats her. That would be stupid and I would be super mad.
That would be lame,
That would
especially
be very lame.
since Veronica-
That would
They're
be-
trying to build her up to be this
that would probably-
amazing thing, and then she's the one that beats Becky. And
That
you're
would be the
like,
most
what?
underwhelming win ever. It was like you're like, oh,
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
Universal Championship, Hell in a Cell. Seth Rollins defending against The Fiend.
This is a tough one.
This is very difficult.
It is.
Mike is, however, sticking with Seth Rollins to retain.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Is that who you're going with too?
No,
Okay.
I'm actually going the Fiend.
The Fiend with Tommy here.
If it wasn't Hell in a Cell, I would say Seth, but by disqualification, since it is Hell in a Cell, I'm sticking with the Fiend because it's just I don't know. They've been building him up like this. I don't know what they're gonna do once he wins it, but that just feels the direction they're going.
Okay. Tina?
Man, this is hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna the flashing lights the entire match. I'm kidding. I know they won't. No camera guys' arms.
I'm going to go with. Oh my god.
It's tough, isn't it?
I'm going to go with the Fiend.
Okay.
This is really hard for me to say because
Yes.
I love Seth.
Join the dark side. We have
But
cookies.
but I also have a feeling that.
Excuse me.
Forgot his name now.
Brock Lesnar?
No.
Bray Wyatt.
No. Oh my
Finn
god.
Balor.
Finn Balor.
Oh.
I was gonna say the Demon, and then I was like, the. I
And
feel like Finn Balor should be coming back soon because he was only supposed to be off for 2 months, and you can set up the Fiend and the Demon versus each other.
Well, you took the words out of my mouth. I think we're going to see an appearance of the Demon, and it's going to cost the Fiend the match. I think
Ooh.
Ah, damn it! I didn't even
I
remotely
like that.
think of that.
Yeah.
Crap. You're
So
probably
you
right.
kind of took the words out of my mouth. Yeah. Wrestling Renaissance. You got to have a
I
demon
didn't
there.
see that coming.
Can you handle that?
Can you handle that?
That's where my mindset is going with that. Now, before we even get into Hell in a Cell,
I like that though. If that happens, I'm gonna be like, yes.
are we going to have a new WWE champion on Friday when Kofi defends against Brock
Sweet
Lesnar?
Jesus, I hope not. God, please don't forsake me.
We're
like
not making.
that.
We're just making a
I
guess here.
feel like yes,
Oh,
and only because they're setting up something with him and Rey Mysterio, because of that whole beating up Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, with Mysterio's
with the son- and his
as
son,
well.
yeah.
So, couple reasons why I am also going to think that Lesnar's going to be the one to take the title off Kofi. The show is on Fox. It's instant heat. You're putting your biggest, arguably your biggest star on there with the title.
He's mad.
And also because WWE is in serious negotiations with Cain Velasquez.
He can beat up Cain Velasquez without the damn title being on the line.
Huh?
He can beat up Cain
Slow
Velasquez.
down, what?
He can beat up Brock Lesnar without the damn title being on the line.
Yeah, no. The thing is,
He
once
can't-
they
he
do
can't.
sign Kane, Kane
he
is
can, but-
Kane is going to have a knee surgery and be out for a bit. But the build-up would be a rematch between Kane and Lesnar, and I hope Velasquez knocks the crap out of him again, like he did in the
Yeah.
UFC Octagon. So, but it just depends because there's a lot riding on that. Velasquez is still negotiating with AEW. He is already working some lucha shows in Mexico. So, just depends how they go with that. But either way, I think Lesnar's going to be one to take the title off Kofi, with the show being on Fox, with the star like that. So, nothing against Kofi. I think Kofi would still remain in the title picture. But I think Lesnar's going to be taking the title off on Friday. So, we shall see. And as we move into our 1 minute warning where Tommy's a little pissed off now. I don't know if he has any
Hate.
Brock Lesnar. We got it.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I don't hate Brock Lesnar. I hate this stupid booking.
I know.
Oh, you hate Brock Lesnar.
Actually, I really don't. I mean, guy's making his money. What can I get mad about?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Does anybody have anything for the
I
1
wish
minute
I could
warning?
make that money.
Actually, I don't think I do.
If you don't, you don't. We don't. It's fine.
I'm trying to think. Look, the wedding threw me off, and now that that's done, it's like I'm like I can't think of anything anymore.
All right. Tina,
to
do you have anything? I know you haven't been on the show in a while. I don't know if you have in a minute to something that you've been sitting back quietly observing that you want to get off your chest about wrestling.
No, I'm just well, you can press it if you want. It's probably gonna take less than a minute.
Ready? Go.
I'm just really excited about all this. You said you listed out all the things that are happening, as well as Total Divas is starting tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard
With
about
Rhonda
that.
on that as well.
With Rhonda on it, so I'm interested to see that.
And Sonya Deville.
Yes. I'm interested to see that. I'm interested in seeing like just how everything's different. Like I say all these things about AEW and who I think is gonna win, but AEW is not WWE, so I can't even predict that because their whole view on things is completely different than WWE, and that's what I love. That we can watch wrestling in all different forms, whether it's ROH, AEW, WWE, NXT, Impact, New Japan, everything. And we can have our own opinions on everything, and we don't have to agree on it. But we also have things that we like and dislike, as normal human beings do, and we can talk about it and discuss it. And we have our favorites. It's just normal. It's normal.
Yep.
You
can watch it all.
My favorites are not necessarily JC's favorites. JC's favorites are not necessarily Tommy's favorites. Tommy's favorites are not necessarily Big Mike's favorites.
All my favorites have a Japanese name anyway, so
or does not have Brock Lesnar in it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
But this is a great time to watch wrestling again. It's a time to if you don't like WWE, you don't like NXT because you're like, I'm tired of them. There's other avenues now for you to watch. Yeah. And that's the great thing about being a wrestling fan, especially right now, is just having that outlet to see it any way you want to see it. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited about it. So.
Same here. I said it too. There's so much out there. I remember growing up in the Monday Night Wars, and it was, unless you had set your VCR to record on EP, you didn't get a whole lot of time to record one and watch the other. So we didn't have DVR back then. That's why DVR is the big one.
I know what he's talking about because, man, EP was my friend, dude.
Yeah.
Big Lots sold like either single, 3 or 6 cases of blank cassette tapes. And, dude, my allowance, and when I started working, that's all I bought.
Damn right. And so, I was flipping back and forth channels. I remember the night that Mankind won the title, flipping back and forth because I wanted to see Nash and Hogan, the whole finger poke of doom thing. And nowadays, excuse me, with DVR, the streaming, internet, if you don't DVR NXT on Wednesdays, it's going to be on the network 24 hours later. Failed to mention NXT UK is also going to be on Thursdays on the network. So there's a lot out there. You can enjoy it all. And please don't bring a bunch of a-holes on internet or Twitter or nothing about it. Don't say, oh, you're stupid for watching it. Enjoy it. Wrestling is back. You guys have clamored for the return of the Attitude Era, the return of the Wars. I know. Well, he talked about it during my time anyway. I'm just kidding. I just want to say the internet can be used for great things when it comes to wrestling. One example, and yes, this is an Alexa Bliss related story.
Oh, Lord, I'm shocked.
16 years ago, there was a German exchange student that went to her school that she was friends with. And 16 years later, through the power of the internet, happened to meet up with her when she was out in Germany touring in Munich, Germany. She put a picture up on her Instagram that 16 years later, showing the picture of herself with her friend that was from Germany, and they met up again in Munich, having not seen each other for years. And pretty emotional reunion, but those are the kind of things that you want the internet to be about. Not trolling, not talking crap, not...
I'm shocked.
16 years ago... there was a German exchange student that went to her school that she was friends with. And 16 years later, through the power of the internet, happened to meet up with her when She was out in Germany touring in Munich, Germany. She put a picture up on her Instagram that 16 years later, showing the picture of herself with her friend that was from Germany, and they met up again in Munich, having not seen each other for years. And pretty emotional reunion, but those are the kind of things that you want the internet to be about. Not trolling, not talking crap, not...
I'm shocked.
16 years ago, there was a German exchange student that went to her school that she was friends with. And 16 years later, through the power of the internet, happened to meet up with her when she was out in Germany touring in Munich, Germany. She put a picture up on her Instagram that 16 years later, showing the picture of herself with her friend that was from Germany, and they met up again in Munich, having not seen each other for years. And pretty emotional reunion, but those are the kind of things that you want the internet to be about. Not trolling, not talking crap, not...
I'm shocked.
16 years ago, there was a German exchange student that went to her school that she was friends with. And 16 years later, through the power of the internet, happened to meet up with her when she was out in Germany touring in Munich, Germany. She put a picture up on her Instagram that 16 years later, showing the picture of herself with her friend that was from Germany, and they met up again in Munich, having not seen each other for years. And pretty emotional reunion, but those are the kind of things that you want the internet to be about. Not trolling, not talking crap, not...
I'm shocked.
16 years ago, there was a German exchange student that went to her school that she was friends with. And 16 years later, through the power of the internet, happened to meet up with her when she was out in Germany touring in Munich, Germany. She put a picture up on her Instagram that 16 years later,
blowing in her hair and stuff. It looked really cool.
like almost like a John Morrison Becky Lynch kind of thing.
But I also like the
Really?
fact
I always see the wind blowing in her hair whenever Becky Lynch shows up. But
Yeah.
I guess that's just me.
but I also love the fact that the stage went down into the floor like it was one cohesive thing.
That was pretty cool.
And they like walked out and they were still behind them
Yeah.
screen. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is a pretty cool thing. I'm kind of indifferent on the pyro. I was actually getting used to it not being on TV anymore, and I kind
feel
of
like they
enjoyed
don't
it.
need to use it as much, but
No, I really hope they save it for like pay-per-views, because I think with no
expensive.
pyro, I know it's expensive, one, and two, you're going to get more kids in the audience, I think, for us
Yeah.
having kids. There's no pyro there to scare them when people come out as well. So, excuse me.
True.
Still, it's a welcome thing. I'm glad they're stepping up their game. They put together a great show, and I hope they keep it up because it's competition everywhere. So, so that is our thoughts. Stay tuned, of course, to our Twitter for more predictions. And it's been fun. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
You're
I
not going
start any
anywhere.
arguments today?
Huh?
Oh no, Mike's not here.
Oh, wow.
What? He always starts arguments with me.
Oh, come on. It's
Or
all in
he-
good fun.
We agree to disagree.
It's that hashtag
Oh,
math
awesome.
thing.
Yeah, it's a math thing.
Yes.
We have to, statistically speaking, knock.
Congrats again to Tommy and Lagaya.
Woo woo.
You guys have a long, happy life together. And as it said on our Together in Texas certificate, we were getting married. May you live long enough to see your children's children. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, man.
Yeah. I can.
Blast.
Yeah, because they know more about wrestling than anyone else in their entire grade.
And of course,
Yeah.
shout out again to Christian and Jackie, our longtime friends. We're very happy for you guys finally
Congratulations.
tying the knot. So good luck to y'all as well. Enjoy it. Marriage life is a blast. So,
Woo woo.
yep.
It's an
Whoop.
adventure. For
Huh?
sure. It's an adventure.
It is an
for
adventure,
sure.
especially when you have kids.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So, for the Countdown City WrestleCast over here, this is Tommy.
That's all for now.
Over is Steve.
Adios.
And I'm JC. And as always, heels and baby faces, remember, pro wrestling is real.
People are fake.
So if you want to subscribe to the channel, click right here.
And if you want to watch more WrestleCast videos, I got 3 words for you. Click right here.